Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. I'm Betsy McDaniel. Of course, there's a lot to cover in the Lowcountry today, so let's get started with our headlines. Well, no bomb was found, but Tuesday afternoon in the Lowcountry was certainly disrupted by the threat of a bomb called into the CVS pharmacy inside the Target store in Bluffton at about 3:15 in the afternoon. That store and the standalone CVS across the parking lot were both evacuated, and traffic was rerouted around the stores. The Beaufort County Sheriff's Office bomb squad and bomb-sniffing dogs from the Beaufort Police were called in, but found nothing, and operations returned to normal about 4 hours after the initial call. About 1 in 10 South Carolinians receive federal food benefits, and about 1 out of 7 face food insecurity every day. Under new SNAP rules, the state of South Carolina will have more responsibility for those benefits. The state will need to add at least $130 million more to pay its new share of those SNAP benefits beginning in 2027, along with more for administrative costs passed down from the federal government. People getting that assistance are also going to have to prove they're working 80 hours a month, a challenge for some between the ages of 54 and 65 who might now lose those benefits, including veterans and the homeless. It may also put additional pressure on local food banks that are already trying to cover hundreds of new food insecure recipients. In a somewhat related story, a digital healthcare platform called NERSA says that where you live matters to your life expectancy, not just living a healthy life with healthy habits. NERSA says South Carolinians have the 10th lowest life expectancy in the country at 73.5 years. That is a full 5 years shorter than the national average. Their research shows that South Carolina has a high smoking rate, a low access to healthy-focused resources like parks and gyms, and we also have more unhealthy food options through our grocery stores. Mississippi, West Virginia, and Alabama have the 3 lowest life expectancies. Hawaii, Massachusetts, and Connecticut have the highest. As stated, South Carolina is ranked 40th, but moving across the border to Georgia doesn't help much as they are ranked 39th. While the governor's race next year is loaded with seasoned politicians, the 1st District congressional race is likely to have some names you're not familiar with. The latest Republican candidate for Nancy Mace's seat is retired Air Force pilot Alex Pelbath of Mount Pleasant, who flew the last U.S. C-17 out of Kabul, Afghanistan in 2021. In his launch video, the 46-year-old Pelbath calls himself a Trump conservative who will be the political reinforcement the president needs. He says he's campaigning as an outsider, but cites his military experience, having a priority of stopping the flow of illegal immigrants, championing economic policies that work for low-country families, and, quote, stopping the woke nonsense in our schools and military, end quote, as keys to making him a successful candidate. So far, the only other Republican in the race is State Representative Mark Smith, but others are expected to jump in. And both the city of Beaufort and the town of Port Royal say it's not a competition, but both are trying very hard to get the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs to locate a new $30 million clinic within their boundaries. Beaufort has gone as far as passing a resolution in support of the selection of Beaufort as home to the clinic and sending it on to Congresswoman Nancy Mace's office and the Committee of Veterans Affairs. Port Royal officials say they're working behind the scenes on getting the center located in Port Royal. 3 sites are believed to be under review for the clinic, 1 in Beaufort and 2 of them in Port Royal. A decision by the VA will likely be made early next year. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And coming up after a quick break, Bluffton is ready to get you CPR ready, and we'll find out the details next.